This is the doctor. We search you at Wode's Island. Holy shit, what does this dude have a clock on his head? His ticks sound just like I sound. What is happening? Just tick-tocked at me. Is he gonna blow up? Is he a bomb? Did you bring a guy with a bomb on his forehead? Well, I mean, it's not technically wrong, you know. This is Dante, the manager at Limbus company. If that ticking just now was nice to meet you. Okay, this is gonna be very complicated if you're gonna have to be the translator here. Thanks for accompanying me, I guess. Honestly, I was pretty worried when we were separated at the border. You know, she does her best most of the time. I mean, she's like 14 and you've seen how short she is. Oh man, I should thank you and Mia, actually. I mean, she's basically an infinite repertoire of ego I could just slurp out of her brain. What the fuck is this dude talking to me about? I keep hearing tick-tocky noises. It's just a bit embarrassing to repeat that myself. Wow, you're really shitty at this. I know, right? She's so bad. Doctor, let us move to the next steps of the plan. Oh, good. Do I get to participate for once? I'm glad I have a voice now. Not being able to talk is kind of rough. Really, sometimes I feel like I'm just a sentient mass of clothes sometimes. Yeah, I get that feeling sometimes too. What are the next steps, by the way? You know, thanks to Limbus Company's efforts, we obtained the exact coordinates of the vessel. I managed to capture the decks with ease. You know, I just tell these gooble chuckleheads just stand in place and they just murder everything for me. It's great. I'm apparently a tactical genius. I'm really good at pointing and saying, stand here, please. Oh yeah, I just say, guys, go beat them up, and they just do. Man, this tactic stuff is super easy. I know, right? It's great. However, Fabius, who's suspected to be the Bishop of the Deep, and his followers have barricaded themselves in the British control room. It's really annoying. We can't break glass. I mean, you know, we have dudes who are part god and, like, can eat oceans and whatever, but we can't break this simple glass because it's made out of super plutonium from the age from beyond comprehension. That makes it basically indestructible because everything made by people before the apocalypse is basically just made out of insane bullshit. It's great. Fabius is a seaborn, and the ocean will answer the call of their kind. Okay, well, Limbus Company Irene will head to the bridge and neutralize Fabius. Amia and I will accompany you to provide support. Yeah, support. Actually, you know what? I don't have to do any work. I'm gonna watch you chucklefucks do work for once. In the meantime, Cow Tits over here and the other operators, please stop calling me. No. Will remain on standby in the ship's exterior at the pre-designated locations. I like to avoid getting, like, surrounded by the sea terrors, because that's a bad time, you know? And then I gotta put more dudes and point, like, stand here, stand there. That's a lot of pointing, man. Listen, do you see how my hands are in my pockets? Because it's fucking cold out here. It's the fucking ocean, man. I didn't bring, like, come on. Got any questions, Manager Bud? I have no idea what they're talking about, if I'm being honest. Listen, man, just point me where I need to point you guys, and then we'll just win. Will? I saw you commanding as soon as earlier. You seem pretty adept at giving orders and making strategic decisions. Yes, strategic decisions. Fabius, flanked by hooded followers and sea terrors, greeted us with kindly smile. Welcome. It truly did appreciate thy kindness. Wherefore didst thou seek to harm us?
Your suspicions are certainly justified, but I implore you to think back. If you truly believe that we had sought you to harm you, how would you explain that one peaceful night you had spent in Faro Maruto? We never wished you any harm. We did not then, and we do not now.
Oh, not even a day after you folks stabbed us in the literal back with literal knives. Like cowards. You want us to believe that?
Our wish has always been the same. We only wish to extend the freedom to roam the seas to those with capable, kind-hearted souls.
Hoy, mate! What, are you just trying to turn us into sea monsters, some kind of, oh.
Monster's only a name. The essence of it being changed is not regardless of the label given to it. Become one with the sea, become one with the endless cycle of life, and one day your misunderstandings will end and you will come to us and understand us.
Yeah, okay, that's enough of this stupid bullshit, garbage, cultist nonsense. Get him, guys, get him! Holy shit, did you see that dude with the clock for a face? Points at him and says, get those motherfuckers, and then they just run up at him and just stab him. Guys, why can't you do that? But Doctor was standing guard and making sure that they can't advance and everything. Okay, yeah, but like, they're not even gonna get close to us at this rate. They're just gonna get stabbed to death. Look at that. Also, why are two of them magical girls? What is happening? I don't really know why they made me a manager. I have amnesia. Oh, you too! Yeah, I just woke up in a dilapidated building. Frankly, I'm surprised I wasn't crushed to death. And they were like, hey, you're the most strategic mastermind of our time. And I'm like, sure, I guess. And then I just kind of like bullshit my way through this. Oh yeah, I know, right? You just kind of be like, yeah, just kind of do stuff. Do you have magic bullshit powers where you can slow down time and stuff? What? You can what now? Oh yeah, sorry, I guess that's not everyone could do that, you know. I had to be careful about where I use my stuff. Last time I did this without thinking about it, I kind of accrued a time tax. What the fuck is a time tax? Well, it's when you break time and then you get taxed like 10 bajillions fun bucks. I don't know what your currency is called, but yeah, it's like super expensive and you had to go to time jail and then solve a time murder mystery to kind of pay off the debt. What is happening? Man, and I thought gods and oceans being eldritch abominations were nuts. Just flipping it, look at that. Holy crap. Jesus.
Holy shit, did you just throw my own dudes at me with an anchor? I don't think I signed up for this at cult school. Oh, Squid Daddy, please help me through this. I'm getting stabbed by magical girls and anchors. I'm getting stabbed all over the goddamn place. What is fucking happening? Where are my dudes? Did you kill all of my... Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Fabius flees again using sea terrors and his followers as meat shields. Wait, no, I see it now. It's not Fabius who's putting them in harm's way to save himself. The sea terrors and the cultists are throwing themselves in our way, entirely willing to sacrifice their lives to ensure that Fabius gets away. But for all of that, the only place left for him to flee on the ship, wounded and cornered by the sinners in Irene's lamplight, was the decks. All right, buddy, nowhere left to run, Fabius. Time to face the music. I understand you can't help but continue to thrash and struggle to live, even knowing that there's no hope. But running only make your pain worse. Who is this? Fabia didn't run to live. A voice echoes from under the dark sky. Mayo's? Oh, it's Mayor's. Mayor's appearing quite different from how she did it a moment ago. She approaches Fabia slowly, her expression solemn and mournful. She looks down at him wordlessly.
I told you that your methods won't win their understanding, Fabi.
Sus child was indeed sus. All right, here I go murdering a kid again.
Oh, what a shame. I thought those with such wisdom and aptitude would.
I hoped you would still be able to realize your ideal here, even after I'd left. It will be realized Fabius may die here, but we will remain. Now it's time. Devour me. Eat me. Eat me! The time is here. Devour me. Set sail towards your ideal.
Does somebody say ideal? Calm down, you saying.
Sorry, Fabi. I still got some canned food left on me for the ship, and I think I'll delay becoming a seaborn for a little while.
Why?
I found a new destination. I'll gain a new power from there and then become a seaborn. So now's not the time yet.
If that's your will, O Bishop.
Don't worry, your flesh will fatten the bloodkin of the sea.
Mayor's waves her hands and sea terrors climb up into the vessel from the ship and began tearing Fabius to pieces.
Well, time to become dinner. Oh!
I'm sorry. I thought this would be better the way to approach you, but I see how it can come across as nothing more than a deception. But I'm not about to demand that you let yourselves be transformed today. Right now, right here and now, I understand that we all need to have some time mentally to prepare ourselves.
May I understand your statement to apply that you will not be forcing this upon us should we refuse?
That's correct. It'd be against manners to do what Fabius said, shoving sea terror cells inside your body out of nowhere.
Manners, huh? Well, I was taken aback by the fact that Maris was a bishop of the deep. It's also true that Maris has never tried to bring harm to us, unlike Fabius who attacked the sinners directly. While she did almost get us in big trouble with Irene while explaining things to us, it's also true that Maris has been extremely helpful so far, and incredibly annoying. It was also who led us to the lighthouse, and it was her who stayed in the crumbling lighthouse until the repairs were done. It's terrifying the night continued to... Are you trying to make me feel sorry for these cultists? Because no. They literally want everyone to become seafood, bro. Cuckoo, babe. So you're like some cult leader, but you don't necessarily want to antagonize us or whatever, babe. You still haven't told us what you're after here, though, babe.
I'm going to the city that lies beyond the dimensional door. I don't want to live here anymore. Everyone's racist against seafood and sushi. I'm gonna go to a place where I don't have to worry about that.
I don't know about that. You should probably think this through pretty hard before you make that decision. Don't tell me you're going to invade the city alongside those monsters then. Are you stupid or just stupid? Oh my god! The foghorn suddenly blared and the ship shook as it began to move. Uh-oh. Like, vessel must have begun to, like, move. Oh, is this an automated sailing program? Oh, man, who put one of those in there? Please calm yourself, Dante. It has not yet been determined that it is indeed the dimensional door connecting directly back to the city.
No, it has to be. The warm shining light and the voice from within is getting clearer and clearer.
Faust calls bullshit. Why don't we just let them into the city? It'll be great. We'll can farm them for on or something. The battles this far have done well enough to demonstrate the level of danger Seaborns pose. However, I doubt they'll get very far even if they were into the city, don't you agree? In garden viewing garden. We've all seen, we're not even in that canto anymore, Merceau, please. We've all seen what happens with when sentient non-human entities enter the city. Then we'll take action in the moment they realize their presence. Of course, we must prepare ourselves for repercussions in the case they decide to hold the Limbus company responsible once the dust settles. It is also very likely we'll be fully escape any culpability, as we saw in the memories of the Kong massacre. Your thoughts, Faust? Urban Nightmare. However, considering their specific attributes, it will not take long for them to rise to become a star of the city level threat. There's a reasonable possibility they may be issued the Impuritas Civitatis classification. Is that not an acceptable risk? If not the head, they should be manageable by a wing. This isn't a terrible of a calamity. But Cal Tits shook her head resolutely. No. Your technology seems to be based on something else, which is neither Originium, arts, nor any of its derived technology. And that is precisely what could make your world vulnerable against Seaborns. Is it because they learn fast? Yes. Those on the front lines of the war against Seaborns stubbornly stick to using traditional low-tech weapons. Deploying high-tech technology weapons against them is only going to make you an enticing meal. Can't we just let whichever unfortunate wing that ends up fighting these... Do take into account that it may take a significant amount of time to earn their trust. Even if they were to be convinced, there would be other parties with alternative perspectives on the matter, complicating issues. Oh, how do you plan on helping the people of the city, Bears?
By giving them a chance to become Seaborns!
Okay, yep, nope, that's a no-no. Males, you know what there's no different from the Church of the Deep is doing here.
No, it's different. It is different because someone showered the city with the light.
The light? Oh, god damn it, Don Quixote. The beam of light from the White Knights in dark days. How did you... Could it be?
Becoming a Seaborn is to become part of the Great Will. We called We Many. We're gonna absorb Carmen. By doing so, I could be reborn as our altruistic life form at the cost of ego and the sense of self. We're all gonna fucking distort, and that's always been my issue with it. Everyone has beliefs of their own, dreams of their own. It feels too empty to lose all of that when they inevitably lose their sense of selves and they become Seaborns. Look, I want each Seaborn to have their own wishes, but then the light shining through the dimension door to our world is too faint to push them towards that evolution. If only the light of the city would become more tangible. It might just be able to give every Seaborn identity of their own to remain uniquely themselves. Everyone's gonna become Vaporeon.
All right, I'm getting the guns. All of the guns. Need the guns. I need the guns. Miss Mares, do you believe the nature of humanity to be evil?
Humans are selfish, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Good things can come from selfishness, that's for sure. But the side effect becomes simply unsustainable.
I'm sorry, did I sign up for a TED Talk? What's happening here?
Doctor, you've been in countless battlefields where Rhodes Island has fought tooth and nail for the rights of the infected. But what came of it? Peace?
No, it's the same. But still, we're all getting better little by little, you know?
I'm not trying to deride those small incremental steps and call them meaningless. Change takes time, and should it continue, I believe your efforts to become beacons of light will lead humanity towards a brighter future. But what about everyone else who sacrificed while taking your time, those incremental steps? Every single day,
well, you're gonna sacrifice everyone into sushi.
People are imperfect beings. You're right, there probably isn't anyone out there who can really sacrifice themselves for the sake of others with nothing but perfect selflessness. But not when it comes to Seaborns. They don't suffer from this absurdity, nor are they coerced to sacrifice against their will. They had the power to progress towards a better future built from the mutual understanding, because they're the kind of light.
What is that ding-donging sound? Carmen, stop fucking around with this people. Carmen, go back and go home. Oh, hi there. You've been dreaming for a long time, Mares. Drawing out your own picture of an idealized world. Wouldn't it be great if you could, like, actually idealize it? What do you want? I've got violins. Do you want sushi? Do you want all the sushi? Do you want to be a Vaporeon? I can make it happen. And you have choice in the ocean as the means to building a path towards that vision. Yet, why have you failed to take a leap of faith yourself?
I had to make preparations. Seaborns are beautiful. There's no doubt about it. A key piece was missing to really achieve what I want.
Oh God, she's talking to herself. Someone tackle her into the ocean. You're not being honest with yourself. I know it very well that you were afraid of becoming one of them. The fear that your own creed might crumble, that you might lose your own sense of self, your ego. The fear that you might end up becoming nothing more than just another thing swept up by the ineffably overwhelming will.
Isn't it terrifying that this hope can just disappear in a blink?
Who is he talking to? Somebody murder her now, please, for the love of God. Merceau, stop her from attaining ego. Understood, causing a distortion. No!
Before the compassion they believe in becomes completely worthless.
Man, Vaporeon looks a lot different than I remember. Okay, well, I guess it's time we put this sardine in a can. This is why you don't talk to funny ladies that live in the light. You know, ghost lady is gonna turn you into a fish. Not okay. Okay, well, I guess while my sinners prepare to go into the fishy moistness, I should think I should thank our sponsors, you know, they're gonna get mad if I don't do that. As always, thanks very much to the board of directors, Tolan Nabel, Caden 2112, Komodo Prima, Solus Sly M3, Shinwa, Thalros, Tia. And then over on the Twitch side, we got Komodo Prima, Apollo Owl, Time Thornblue, RBW321, Caden Gamer 2112, Ico, Fabi Ray, Fenton Ferox, Impulse DM, Jay the Duelist, Lokar 812, Mizlake, Knickknack 819, Ray Allen, Rowan Yeen, Sweet Sheba, Tia Brings Donuts, and Trace Alcrom. Thank you for your continued investment. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have some fish sticks to make.
Your adventures were full of exhilarating tales, and I saw kindness in every word and action of you and your friends. But
please stop. Why does she sound like that? Oh, I feel very uncomfortable.